Uh-huh. Yes, it is.
Any see-through stuff?
Maybe.
Really?
I'm going with a bunch of guys.
Oh my
Wow.
God. You and a bunch of guys?
Yeah.
Oh, you are tramping big time.
Costume
It'll be
attire
fun, though.
for
You
a
ever stayed at-
madam's funeral.
What is his deal?
Oh, sorry. What was that again?
Sounds like costume attire for a madam's funeral.
Yes, that. All right, Mr. Bella. So you're wearing something like a lacy black thing, no panties. You're doing the whole tramping it up for the concert.
Oh, yeah.
Black bra.
Black bra.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe
really?
none.
No
I'm
bra?
kidding.
No bra?
Did you hear that?
I was kidding.
Oh, yeah, that was the gay photographer.
I'm not a gay guy.
Him right there. That's the one.
All right. And there's no other girls going? How many people are going in your vehicle?
Well, actually, I think we're taking a van.
Really?
Yeah, because we're staying all night.
All right, you're taking a van, and who's going? Like, how many people?
I think there's about 12 of us, actually.
Really? How many guys?
I think there's only about 3 girls.
There's 9 guys and 3 girls?
She likes those odds.
I wonder what's going to be happening. Some sort of a deranged Jan and Dean song sounds like.
And you'll be staying in the hotel with who?
As far as I know, me and 2 guys.
You're staying in a hotel room with 2 guys?
Well, one of them is, significant. The other one's...
You're staying...
There is one other participant
I was
in
the
the
name of this
conference.
hotel.
I'm
Please
sorry.
announce yourself.
Either 2 or 3 guys, but I think just 2.
But you'll be sleeping...
She
I was the
hasn't
name of this
decided yet.
hotel.
And I imagine you'll have your own bed.
Mr. Little,
Oh!
What, Mr. Bentley?
ask the trollop the name of the hotel.
Trollop.
Well, so you're staying in a bed with the guy? You got, like, what? You got a
With one
boyfriend?
other.
With more than one guy.
No, she's not in the bed with
Yeah,
one guy.
bet me. Bet me.
Mr. Clinton.
More
this
than
is
one guy.
exactly what I was talking about. You'll probably be hearing this tape. This is Mr. Charles
Mr.
Bentley,
Clinton.
and this is a prime example of why I've been calling you and writing you letters. What you're hearing right now is not rehearsed. It is not fake. It is not phony. This is what goes on every day at the show.
All right, Mr. Bentley. If you could just please hold on a second, sir.
Oh,
I'll bet, right?
Jim,
I'm
you're...
sure many of your listeners are holding on right now.
Jim, you want to bet what?
$1.
Do you want to bet $1 on what?
Why does he only want to bet $1?
Because he doesn't have anything more than $1.
That's all I can afford
Yeah.
to lose.
My purse life is worth much more than $1.
Yeah. So Jim, you're
That's
betting
not
me.
what I heard. See, it's very easy to make bathroom humor, Mr. Little.
Jim, you're betting me what?
I just pretend I'm in the 4th grade.
Okay. You're betting me that what? You're betting me the $1 on what? What is the bet?
There will be more than one guy sleeping on her bed.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Really?
I mean, I could be going out on a limb here, but I've got $1 saying,
Really?
yeah, want to take that bet?
Yeah, I'll take that bet. I have faith in Michelle.
You are an absolute idiot. That thing is not even plugged in. No, I do not have batteries in it. This is not some log cabin. We don't have batteries here.
Log
Plug it
cabin.
in and turn it on. You're fired.
Better wake up, sleepyhead, get your fat butt out of bed. There's a man who got up at 4 a.m. just to play you Zeppelin and Pearl Jam. Raymond Lytle is his name. Some have called him just a bit insane. Well, you may find him a little idiotic, but his is the only morning show you can say is really got it. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. We Central Illinois, one way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. His lyrics are his crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master. Rock and roll and laughter. Ronnie Rector. Got the sports, Bodine's running down North Grand in his undershorts. They will dwell on things colored pink and purple. They'll explain why Jim has a farm of gerbils. Slam the door, turn the key, and on the road now. The Central Illinois, more the way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Ryan Ladders morning disaster. It's Rudy's crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause it's morning laughter. Rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Ladders morning disaster.
Oh, it's a Friday show, and we are here. How you doing, man? Welcome, everybody. It is Ray Ladders Morning Disaster. I'm Ray along with Nick.
Good morning.
We have somebody with some echo. Is that Jason who's got the echo?
Let me check.
I will delete him so quick your head's gonna spin.
Dump it.
I'm already muting the microphone until he gets it fixed. I'm deleting that microphone. It was echoing horribly. I made the thing on Facebook. I said, anybody want to get on cam today? And of course, Jason, who is in the Caribbean, he volunteered to go on. He looks good. I appreciate anyone who does a show from the Mexican Caribbean. He's on vacation, and he decided to still be on the show. We appreciate that. So thank you, Jason. Listen to how horrible.
No.
You sound. Listen to that echo. Oh my God!
You got two mics going on at the same time.
Yeah, two mics going on at the same time. Yeah, figure it out.
One of them's got to go off.
Yeah. Thank God I got his camera. Could you imagine if his camera wasn't muted? How bad that would be. Oh my God.
How about now?
No. We're echoing. Nick and I were echoing. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
This is Bush League.
Yeah.
Bush League.
This is not major leagues. This is minor leagues. You still belong to the minors, Jason. If you can't get that figured out, I'm sorry. TJ said it sounds like a washing machine. Yeah, Pat's right. Close either the Facebook or the audio feed. You got double sources coming through. That's what's causing it. It could possibly be the Zoom that's causing it. I don't know what to tell you. But listen, it's a Friday. Of course, there's no shock at all that Nikki is not here.
It's a disappointment.
No, it's not. You knew she wasn't going to get up.
She did the last 2 weeks. There's no excuse today.
Oh, you know what? You're right. She has. She has done the last 2 weeks. I just knew. I know Nikki. Damn, right now she is sleeping heavy. And then when she does wake up, here's the thing. Turn on the show on her phone, all right? And listen to the show and not get in and join us. It'll just be to listen. And then fall back asleep listening to us. That's what she'll do. I'll tell you. That's what she'll do. Dawn is on her way to go. She has an appointment today. She did tell us that she was that she might log in before the appointment and everything. So let's hope so.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to hear her excitement over her Botox today.
How about now?
Oh, look at that. Jason actually fixed his microphone.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations, Jason, for having a professional setup.
Well, I didn't get time to test it.
Well, this is I'm sorry, this is not Bush Leagues. There's
Time
no
does not stop. You can make time.
Yeah, there is no time to test. We're not Bush League broadcasters. This is not the Bush Broadcast League. This is the majors, my man. You got to get it figured out. People are saying Nikki isn't here. Who would have thought? All of us would have thought she wasn't going to be here. Yeah, that's who would have thought. They're saying this is the day that she cleans her Hitachi.
Or uses it.
Pat says, my working theory, Friday's the day she cleans the Hitachi. It takes several hours. Yeah, she uses those products from Recon Tex and gets on there and scrubs it hard and makes it shine. This is what's going on today. The Hitachi cleaning day for Nikki. This is Father's Day weekend. I got to be honest, I didn't know it was Father's Day until I was looking. I was prepping the show and I was like, "Oh my God, it's Father's Day this weekend." Is anybody planning on doing anything?
We're supposed to go to Athens to see my dad.
Your dad lives in Athens.
Well, my dad lives in Girard, but my brother lives in Athens. They're all gathering over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, are your parents divorced or are they still together?
No, they're divorced.
Like most, you know, that's the first question I asked. Because I know a lot of people of a certain age, all their parents are divorced.
Yeah, it'll be me and then the second family.
It's you and then the second family.
Yes, because my dad got remarried.
Oh, so he has stepkids and yeah, my dad has stepkids, and those are the ones that he those are the ones that's who he'll spend his Father's Day with.
Yes.
My father does not spend Father's Day with the children who he fathered.
I'm an afterthought invite.
Yeah, I that's how I am. I'm not super keen on Father's Day. Oh, thank you. My wife is making casseroles for work today. Check this out, Nick. I don't know if you can see the cam, but my wife is making casseroles for work. And so she said,
nice.
She said, I know you're she said, I know you're fasting, but would you want some casserole, to before or during the show? And I said, you know what? Because it's her breakfast casseroles. What is that tapping noise? Jason, stop tapping. Stop tapping.
Sorry, that was my mouse.
So I said, yeah, I'll take some. I usually don't have any, but I am going to eat today. Nick, here's she makes a chorizo and egg casserole.
Oh.
And then she makes a French toast casserole. It's out of this world.
Oh, I'm rock hard already.
Yeah, and she makes it for work. And I always complain. I go, I never, because she takes it to work and literally they devour it. And I said, I never ever get any of it. And she said, I'll cut you a piece before, taking off for the office. Today, she said she was late going to work today because she's making that damn casserole.
Is she back at work?
Yeah, my wife's
at her
back,
own office now.
She's back in the office. It sucks. It sucks because I like having her here. You know what I mean? Even though she was working in the kitchen and she wouldn't let me in the kitchen and stuff, it was still nice having her here. Yeah, so yeah, she's gone. And she was taking a breakfast casserole with her. But she still makes my coffee every morning and stuff. It's still, but I just miss her when she's gone, because and even though I wasn't allowed in the kitchen when she was,
you just liked having that presence, knowing that she was in the house.
Thank you. That's what I like, the presence of. She was here, and then like, if I had good news or something, she was right here to tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, my wife feels the same thing about me when I'm now leaving.
Yeah. It was nice. Like, for example, while she was while my wife was home, look at what happened. While she was home, I was fired. So I was able to come home and, give her the bad news in person instead of calling her at the office and telling her I was fired.
Well, stuff like that's always better in person.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, so I could actually see the look of disappointment upon her face. But my wife is.
When you got home, did you say, guess what? Or was it like, I got fired today?
Yeah, she actually figured it out. My wife, she's pretty smart. She figured out, but she was still nice. She was here, when I got home that day.
Yeah.
So that was nice. Oh, I'm eating this casserole now. It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Take a bite.
And I usually don't eat before noon. Like I eat after noon.
It's cheat day.
Well, this casserole makes it a cheat day, doesn't it? It's just fantastic. Yeah, so I like to have my wife around. She was, like I said, I wasn't allowed in the kitchen, but it was nice having her here. So now she's gone back to work and,
The loneliness is set in.
But I got to be honest, I'm a lot better eating-wise when she's gone. Because I've been fasting and doing really well until today with her being at work. Because I got to get up and get food for myself. And I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy.
So it's a blessing.
Yeah. So not having her around is sort of in the food, when it comes to food, except for today, when it comes to food, it's been actually pretty good. It makes it easier because I go, well, I have to, if I want to get something, I have to get up and get it. And when my wife was home working in the kitchen, when you're at work, you constantly drinking water or whatever. That's my wife. She's constantly drinking, got to have something at the desk to drink. So that causes her to get up a lot for refills and stuff. And then every time she gets it, she says, hey, do you want anything? I'm up. What do you think I was like?
Yeah, give me whatever.
Yeah, I'll take whatever. And she was constantly bringing me stuff. So, and I realized, and it was me never saying, oh, I'll take an apple or something healthy. It was never anything like that. It was always, oh yeah, I'll take, are there any chips? We got any cookies? Is there any cake? Is there anything super fattening? Just bring it in. So for me, it was I'll take this and this and this. But now I have to get it myself. And when I'm sitting in my chair doing my work, I always got to say, okay, do I want to get up and go in myself and find whatever snacks she brought me? Do I want to get up and go get the snacks and then bring them back in here to eat? Or is it easier to just say, screw it, I'll skip it? And for me, it's easier to just skip it. So therefore, I'm better on my diet. I will say this. I am better on my diet when she's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have that willpower. I can get up and get my own garbage.
Well, my knees hurt, but whenever I start, I've been working out and I've been I've lost a lot of weight in the last 2 weeks.
Awesome.
Because I've been fasting and I've been working out like a fiend. I went and worked out yesterday. Dude, I worked up such a sweat. It was unbelievable.
I saw the after video.
Oh my God. I felt like I was a high school kid in basketball practice again. That was always the hardest I ever sweat in my life, was high school basketball practice, where you would just, the sweat would be my whole shirt, my pants. I'm not even sure how you sweat from your ass, but I figured it out. My whole ass was just filled with sweat.
So I think that's a typical bigger guy problem.
Yeah, but this is high school. It wasn't even that super big.
Yeah, I could do that going from my living room to the kitchen.
Yeah. Now I sweat walking to the bathroom. But you know, yesterday when I worked out, I was sweating that hard. I mean, I had sweat all over. So it felt good to get that workout in. By the way, Brent's saying, he goes, Ray yells at Jason for his echo and says, "This is the big leagues," then proceeds to eat and talk with a mouthful into the microphone for 10 minutes.
Didn't say we weren't hypocrites.
Yeah. No, I never said I wasn't a hypocrite. I just said Jason had a bad echo. And then proceeded to call him Bush League. Trust me, I can tell you right now, there's going to be a time, many of you watching or listening, you're going to ask yourself, why did Jason agree to be on the show? You'll ask yourself that question today, because I know that I can be, you know, I know I can be rough on people, especially when I know they can take it. So,
yeah.
Hey, I need some listener help, and your help, Nick.
Okay.
And Jason, your shoe.
Okay.
For the app, the Morning Disaster app, I'm going to make a glossary of terms. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to make it of all the different, because we've only been doing this show. We haven't even done the show for 50 episodes yet. But we've created a ton of terms that you need to know when someone is, if you're a first-time listener, there's a lot of things.
A disaster dictionary.
Yeah, a disaster. Yeah, disaster dictionary. That's what we need to create, so that you understand, because there are so many things that we just pass along that you might not know. For example, if you've never listened to the show, say you don't know who Hillbilly Joe is, and we reference him. We reference Hillbilly Joe in a bit or something. If you've never listened before, you have no idea who the guy is. All right? So as new listeners start to come on board, I need to get something where they open it up and they says Hillbilly Joe, and then it describes him.
And then like a definition, and then a picture of a dumpster fire.
Yes. I'm just saying that way they know who he is. Maybe,
it's for those who can read and can't read. There's pictures involved.
And maybe you hear us say, "Are you rock hard?" And you don't know what that means. Now you'll go to the app and you'll say, "What does that mean?" And it'll be a description of what "Are you rock hard" means.
Kind of like a frequently asked questions and terms.
Yeah, so that people who are the new listeners can be caught up. Because there is a lot of inside stuff on this show. You know. And Diane says HBJ would be what, 3 pages? No, we haven't talked.
I was thinking 30.
When's the last time we talked to Hillbilly Joe?
I think it was when you got
trying to
the
remember the last
apology
time I
from
was
him
sad.
about him not being on the show.
What didn't I talk to him about? I wondered when he was going to get married, right? Is that the last time he called in?
It was before. Yeah, it was before his alleged marriage.
Yeah.
Which didn't happen.
I know that
remember
COVID,
because they didn't have a license.
But COVID delayed their marriage. COVID delayed the marriage, right?
No, it wasn't COVID. They didn't have the marriage license.
But that's why, because you couldn't get the marriage because of COVID. They couldn't go in and get,
because the county buildings were probably closed.
Yeah.
I just figured he didn't realize he had to get that.
No, he I mean, I see that Rachel's in the, let me ask his fiance if I can send a message to her and tell them to call in. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Which computer do I do that on? Because I've got my food in front of me. I have my food in front of me that's blocking the keyboard, so I really can't type. Oh well. I'll type in a minute when I'm done eating. Excuse me.
Priorities.
Yeah. Summer says, if you don't know what rock hard means, you need more than just a dictionary. No, you might know what rock hard means, but you need to understand why we say it. You know, that's what I'm talking about.
How it's used in the context of the show.
Yeah. Say, what does a fupa mean? What does Tech Head Terry? Who's Tech Head Terry? What do they mean? You know, just all those different slogans that we say on the show that maybe if you're a first time listener, you have no idea what we're saying. And I want to be.
I mean,
you know,
the section on Sean Balint would be huge.
Yeah. What if you had no idea who Sean Balint was? Oh my God! And by the way, he's mad at me for
Telling the story yesterday.
yeah, for revealing that he referred to someone that we worked with as having a sloppy vagina. I never said the person's name.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I would understand if he would be. I understand if he was mad because I said, well, I remember when he said so-and-so had a sloppy vagina. And by the way, the person, he had never seen the person's vagina. He was just assuming. He goes, I bet she has a sloppy vagina. So that was the story. He never saw the vagina and determined.
When's the last time he's seen any vagina?
I don't know. But it's not like this was this is a 2002 luncheon I was talking about or whatever. When did Hooters open? Whenever Springfield Hooters opened. It was right around then when we'd had the conversation. And so he had mentioned this person and he said, "Oh, I bet she's got a sloppy vagina." Or no, the way he worded it was, "Could you imagine that sloppy vagina?" It was something like that. So I understand he's mad at me because of that. So I'm sorry, Sean.
He got mad at you for you telling the story of his assumption?
No, he got mad at me for revealing. I guess it was
something like that.
I guess when he tells me that he assumes someone has a sloppy vagina, I guess that's supposed to be private. So he got mad at me for revealing that he was talking about someone behind their back.
Something that had happened 20 years ago?
20 years ago, yeah. Literally, almost 20 years ago.
I thought he would have been more mad about you revealing how picky he is about his people who does his hair and his waitresses.
Because didn't I also reveal that there are Hooters girls that he would be mad? The whole story was about we would go to Hooters and he would say, "Oh, I hope we get this girl. Oh, I don't want this one." And then they'd send over the girl. He'd go, "Oh, I don't want her." And I'd say, "Ask for the girl you want." He'd be like, "Oh God, oh God."
He's sending back girls like bad food you would at a restaurant.
I told him, I said, if you want a certain,
away.
I said, if you want a certain waitress, we need to ask for that waitress. Because I got to be honest, I don't give a shit. I don't care who is my waitress.
Yeah, I usually don't either.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's like somebody I know, then I might specify to be in their section. But
Well, I was going for work lunch, and I just wanted to eat some wings and get the hell out of there. Sean has a whole fantasy of, a whole fantasy that he was relying on. That it was going to be, I don't know if he's looking for masturbatory. I don't know if he was looking for
some spank bank material.
Yeah, I don't know if it was. Yeah. It was. If he was trying to fill up the old spank bank.
I need to make a withdrawal. Or a deposit, one of the two.
Sure. Why are you in this bank with a mask on? Yeah, he would get very angry. And I told him, I said, listen, why not ask for the waitress you want? And then we'll be sure that you were going to get.
That'd be creepy, Ray.
He does the same thing when he gets a haircut. He goes to these places and he wants a certain girl to cut his hair, and he always gets the wrong one. And so I tell him, I go, well, just ask for the one you want.
I say, if he's that picky, he should learn the name of the girl that he wants so that he can request her.
Well, he goes, oh, that's rude. I'm like, well, then don't bitch about it. My point is, I don't want to go to lunch with him and just hear the whole time regrets because we didn't get the waitress he wants. I don't want the whole conversation to be him bitching about,
The person that's spent a whole 5 minutes of her time from start to finish.
Yeah. Is not the correct one. Like we got the shitty waitress.
Did you get your drinks? Did you get your food?
Yeah, she's not a shitty waitress. She didn't have as big a tits as the one he wanted, or whatever it is. It's always something like that. That was what he complained about. You think he'd be mad at me revealing that? But no, that's
what I was saying.
He was mad because I revealed that he said a person
may have a
we worked with
snatch.
Yeah, and by the way, the reason that he said it had nothing to do with the woman we worked with's vagina. It had to do because he had a run-in at work with her that was unpleasant. You know what I mean? She had done something to make our lives harder. And so he was just bitching. I bet she's got a sloppy vagina. Could you imagine how sloppy her vagina is? However the hell he said it. So that's what he's mad at me about. But oh well. Oh well. What do you do? So radio's Chamberlain, who we all love. We love Shawnee, but he does claim that if you're a coworker to him and you ever disrespect him in any way and you're female, he will claim that you probably have a sloppy vagina. That's I'm just letting you know. That's how it works.
See, that shows that his section of this dictionary will be very large.
He's a very flawed. So I need listeners' help in compiling this. So I'm wondering if you guys can come up with a list of all this stuff, because I got to be honest, I just say this stuff. I never, I say it and forget it, and we bring it up and I know what we're talking about. But I'm talking about for new listeners, we need the glossary of terms for them, the disaster dictionary. So start thinking about what it is that we got to put in there. All right. Everyone start thinking about it. That's what we, that's what we need to make. And I want to tell you, Nick, because I figure you're probably pretty good at that. At helping determine what that is.
Yeah, I'd have to sit down for a few minutes.
Yeah. But you wouldn't have to sit down all that long, I bet.
No.
You'd be quicker than me. Because I have no I have no memory of anything. My memory is terrible. I'm not as funny as Nick. I've noticed his TikToks lately are just hysterical. You have gotten you have gotten into TikTok today.
Oh, I have. It's so great.
I saw the one with the couch and thought that was pretty funny. the squeaky couch.
He's just TikToking like nuts. There was
it's so much better than Facebook right now.
There was one with his kid in the front yard. How many takes do you get to do these things? I don't have TikTok.
Actually, that one only took. His part didn't take that was just a one shot. Mine, I had him start the camera, and that took a couple of tries because he kept like trying to turn. He's like, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is press the button. That's all I need you to do. And he was trying to be like a director.
And your son is how old?
6.
Yeah. So you're literally having a 6-year-old.
I mean, I got a 6-year-old Steven Spielberg telling me what to do. It's like, all I have to do is open the door. I got everything else.
Nick is really doing like 3 TikToks a day. It seems like a lot of the day, a lot of your time at home is spent TikToking.
Oh, that's all we do now on the place. Is after dinner is we sit on the couch and my wife and I laugh and then show each other what we laughed at.
And so how does TikTok is it
do you remember Vine?
I sort of remember Vine. I didn't get into it a lot. But
it's kind of like that, but now you can really edit. You can edit the videos that you make and add sound effects and filters and stuff like that. It's like an evolved Vine app.
But I'm saying, is it like Instagram where it's its own world?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's tons of inside jokes and stuff. I still have no idea what half of them are, but it's all I do is look for stuff that's funny.
It seems to be a lot of people.
Laugh.
It seems to be a lot of dancing on TikTok.
Yeah, there's a lot of dancing. That's mostly all the women, but the males do more of the jokes. But on those other hands, like there's a lot of fun. Actually, I think I follow more funny females on TikTok than I do the men.
So you follow people.
Yeah.
You decide who your friends are, your TikTok friends?
Yeah.
All I know is that you're doing a lot of it, and they're pretty funny. So,
thank you.
And I don't say that about in fact, I think you're the only person I said. There was a woman on Instagram who's a local Springfield woman. I don't even know her name. I know she's blonde, and she was putting TikTok stuff on Instagram that I thought was kind of funny, but she seems to have stopped. She seems to have stopped, or else she looked at her Instagram and said, "Who is this fat guy that's following me? I don't know who this is." You know what I mean? Because I was following the woman on Facebook, on Instagram, and I enjoyed. They were funny. And then I started liking them because I would be laughing, and so I'd just click like, or not like, but the heart button on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I haven't seen anymore, so I don't know if that means that she, thought I was a stalker or whatever, or what happened. But there was a girl on Instagram who was doing a lot of TikTok stuff that I thought was funny, but she seems to have disappeared now. I don't know what that mean. I don't know what that means, but I just thought I'd share.
She ended up with the COVID and got sick.
She could have died. She could have died. I don't know.
That's what I assume. And if anyone's not on doing things anymore, I'm assuming they got COVID and they're in bed.
Yeah, I never learned her name. All I know is that she was blonde, and she was on Instagram, and she was TikToking. She was doing the TikTok, and I thought it was pretty funny. But then I think about it, I certainly didn't know her. So she might have freaked out thinking, like, who is this, who is this fat guy that likes, who is this guy? I certainly wasn't commenting on him or anything. I'm like, Bubba says TikTok is for teenagers. I'm sort of like him. That's what I've always thought, but I got to be honest. I seem to laugh at the adults more.
They say it is, but there's a lot of people our age making these. There's a lot, and they're much better than like the ones that the teenagers are doing, like these small stories, and they try to get more likes, so that they say, like my page to see part 2 and stuff like that.
You know
It's
who else I
annoying as
like?
hell.
You know who else I like on TikTok? Black gay guys.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, bitch, you is crazy. There's a lot of stuff like that I find myself laughing at. I don't know why I find that funny, but I just find anyone saying things like, bitch, you is crazy. I just find that funny.
And the great thing about their algorithm is that the ones that you like, they find more of those types of people and videos. So I'm seeing more videos of people my age doing stuff, and I don't have to watch.
Yeah, I need to. So literally, you just go to for me, it'd be the Google Play Store, but because I don't have an Apple. And I just download TikTok.
Yep. You don't even have to make videos or anything. You can just watch and enjoy.
Because I think my wife has it. My wife is constantly watching TikTok stuff and laughing. I might be the only person I know that is a lot of people on it.
Yeah. I mean, there's millions. I think there's millions of people on it. Like, there's also like celebrities. Bruce Willis has a decent TikTok.
Bruce Willis has a TikTok.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Ed Begley Jr.
Ed Begley Jr.
I remember I just randomly ran across it. I'm like, what's Ed Begley Jr. doing on TikTok? He's on there.
Ed Begley Jr. has got to be 70. He's on TikTok?
Yeah. He was showing off his ear pods that he actually taped to his ear so they wouldn't fall out.
Oh, my God. Maybe I should try TikTok. At least to go watch some stuff.
Well, it'd be a good way also to promote the show. You could throw like 60-second clips on there.
I could.
If you wanted to.
Did you see yesterday's clip that I put up?
Yeah.
It was pretty embarrassing. I put the clip out. Now that I put these clips up, I got to start thinking about how my mother-in-law can see the clips. So I have to start thinking about, is my mother-in-law going to get the humor of the clips? You know.
Even more reason to have that little definitive guide.
Well, yesterday's clip was about me getting the girth transplant. It was the one where Doran had said, we could take the, you could take the fat, remove the fat from your fupa and then replace it in your,
your junk.
Yeah. And then we came up with a whole procedure of getting liposuction in the fupa and then taking that fat and giving me more girth. And so I have to think, I'm like, how's my mother-in-law going to react to that? And I should think about that stuff more because it's going to affect my wife. So it will affect me.
So does your mother-in-law listens and then critiques to your wife?
Well, if she does, I don't want my wife's life getting worse because I put something on a clip, No. Because my mother-in-law, she has watched the clips, and I know because she liked one. And it was where I said the word shit, and I was like, my mother-in-law's 80 years old, and all her Instagrams are her wearing some kind of Trump merchandise. And even though she's 80, it's always Trump merchandise with her hip out, or one hand on her hip. I think she's an 80-year-old influencer for Donald Trump fans.
She's trying to work that MAGA merchandise, right?
So that's why I'm seeing those Trumpy Bear ads on
It's crazy. It's my mother-in-law has a Trumpy Bear. It's insane. By the way, I was driving around Springfield 2 days ago, and my daughter and I were in my car, and we just went out in the afternoon, and she felt good, and and I said, let's go for a drive. She goes, okay. And we went and listened to some music, and we're just driving around. So we go on North Thurston Parkway. north of the Walmart, the Super Walmart, and up to Bissell Road. And right across from Bissell Road, there's Midstate Meats. And then there is there was a stand set up, right? And it was all Trump merchandise.
Oh,
And
Lord.
it was like some hillbilly selling. Literally, it was a Trump garage sale that was going on right there on Bissell Road and Dirksen Parkway. Where, like, if Nikki wanted to go buy a Trump hat, which she has several.
No, I don't.
Where did you buy your Trump hat, Nikki?
I don't have a MAGA hat.
Did you buy it? You didn't buy it up there on Dirksen Parkway?
I do not have a MAGA hat.
It was all
I'm sure,
all for sale right there. There was MAGA
I'm sure all
hats.
those items were made in China too, right?
Of course. you know they are. I can tell you right now, none of those were made in the United States. It was MAGA hats and T-shirts and posters and all kinds of shit. And there was just some there was some hillbilly sitting there by himself, but they had it for sale, and it was right on Dirksen Parkway and Bissell Road. If anybody saw it, you know how like remember back to the 90s, every time the Bulls won the championship, they would set up a stand at different sections of town where they would just sell Bulls merchandise.
Yeah.
That's what it's like, except it's all Donald Trump stuff. And I was like, I wondered where those people got that stuff. You know, because I got to be honest, I see the MAGA stuff and I go, where do you buy that? Obviously, they're buying it on the side of the road. It's that place where they used to sell melons. At different times of the season, they're selling different types of produce there. Except this time, the only produce is bullshit. It's all Donald Trump stuff. That's what they're selling right there on the corner of Bissell Road and Dirksen Parkway. Yeah, see, Bubba's saying that he saw it. Yeah. Well, he said seen, but that means he probably would have liked some stuff. Yeah, but it's right there. And it's all just, it's literally just a whole shitload of Donald Trump stuff. I mean, I didn't even know they made some of these things. It's all hanging there. Looks like the state fair. You can all buy.
Oh, can you imagine
He's
if the
probably
state
trying to
fair
get stuff.
actually happened?
Oh, if the state fair happened, I imagine this guy would have sold his stuff there, right?
That's prime real estate right there.
Yeah. And I'm
There
serious.
would have been MAGA everywhere.
It was big posters of Trump 2020.
You made a killing on Republican Day.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So the guy's probably got all this. He probably bought the stuff in advance.
He
I
was probably preparing for the state fair.
Yeah,
And then when they canceled it, he's like, God damn it, I got to get
I
rid
can
of this.
get this cheap. Now what am I going to do with this shit?
Goddamn prickster
That's,
shut down the state fair.
that stuff will all be useless in November anyway. You know, the day after the election, all that stuff's useless.
It'd be like when they send the losing championships items to third world countries.
They're going to send all the Trump T-shirts to Nigeria. I would actually like to see that.
That's the only reason I would travel over there is to see all the
Nigeria.
the losing team items.
Oh, like I'm not so interested in seeing Nigerian children wearing.
No, not.
I'm not interested in seeing them wearing. Who lost the Super Bowl this year? Seeing San Francisco 49ers T-shirts.
Yes.
I'm not interested in seeing those poor little children in San Francisco 49ers T-shirts. But I got to be honest, there's something I wouldn't mind seeing and taking pictures of.
Yeah.
Young Nigerian children wearing Trump 2020 gear. You know, there's something I find, fascinating about that.
Keep walking up to me, tell me to make America great again.
I don't know. Or do they not? Who knows if they even want it? But I don't know. But this guy is on Dirksen Parkway. If there's any MAGA fans out there that want your Trump gear, Bubba, don't you want some Trump gear? They seem to have some big shirts. Because see, Bubba's saying he wants a MAGA hat. You can go get one. They had all kinds of them. Right there, they were all hanging on this guy's tent.
Made right here in the grand old China.
I got to be honest. I couldn't, but it shocked me at first, and I was like, wow, I guess that makes sense. You know. Wow. What are they saying? They're doing, Brent says he went to a race party for a modified stock car driver back in January. They auctioned off a Trump 2020 flag. It said no more bullshit on it. The flag sold for $400. He said, I Googled it.
Paid by $399.99.
Close.
He said he Googled it. And you could buy that flag online for $5. Oh my God!
You can probably get for $2 on the Wish app.
I mean, I would buy a Trump thing and sell it.
You probably get it free plus shipping on Wish.
I'd sell it for that much of an upgrade.
If they were auctioning it off, it was for a cause, obviously. What did it supposed to benefit?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
the
know.
Republican Party.
Maybe it was
That's just dirty money right there.
The Trump campaign. What the hell? And I'm not trying to make it political, but what happened to I'm a billionaire, I can finance my own campaigns? Remember in 2016 that was his whole battle cry?
Yeah. He had a lot of battle cries.
I'm a billionaire. I don't need to ask for money. Now they send me email, and I don't know which one of you assholes thought it would be funny.
I'm getting physical things in the mail.
Which
I'm
one
so
of you
pissed
people
right now.
thought it would be funny to put my name on some kind of Trump? Because I know it was one of you guys. Somebody put my name on some kind of. The last presidential candidate I gave money to was Barack Obama. I didn't give any money to Hillary Clinton last time. I might give a little to Biden as we get closer to election, but I'm unemployed, you know. But the last guy I gave money to was Obama.
I think we should just blame Brent because Brent
You
was
beat me to
responsible
that.
for Tech Ed Terry having to leave.
Bro, even on the person who's caused the most trouble so far.
Yeah, but somebody thought it would be funny to put me on a donor list for Donald Trump, and now they won't stop. They send me emails every day begging me for cash.
Unsubscribe from them.
It says, click here to give $25, to give $50, to give $100, to give $500. I mean, oh my God. For a guy that said he wasn't going to take any money, for a guy that said, I've got enough, I've got my own money, I don't need any other money, he sure is asking for a lot of money. He's sure asking for a lot of money. I'm just saying, that promise must have been, you know, thrown down the toilet. But I do know that I'm getting like 10 emails from the Trump for America, whatever it's called. The Trump campaign is sending me, please give us money emails every single day, and it's getting annoying. But it's because somebody signed me up for it. I mean, I don't blame them. They obviously think I'm a supporter because somebody thought it'd be funny to put my email address to give it to them. So they send me these emails. All I'm saying is it's not, whoever did it, it's not funny.
Unsubscribe from it.
Yeah, I will. It's a lot of, they make you jump through hoops just to unsubscribe.
You could hit a button.
No,
you
it's
hit another button.
there
and then
is
you're done.
there is no button. You don't hit a button to unsubscribe. You got to actually.
Oh, you hit the highlighted unsubscribe.
I have not. No, the thing I said, it says to unsubscribe, please reply to this and type in unsubscribe.
Well, do it.
They're gonna think I have time to type in 9 letters or whatever. Unsubscribe.
Just make it. Just mark it spam.
Clicking the send button.
It's a lot of work
Oh my goodness.
just to unsubscribe.
Oh.
It should be easier. They should make it easier to unsubscribe for something. But
I
whoever
don't want you to do it.
Yeah. It's not like I'm going to wake up one day and say, you know what, this is the day I'm actually going to send money to Donald Trump. It's not going to happen. I mean, they have to know the people that like him, they like it. By the way, the people that like Trump, they like him. They're not going to change. The people that don't like him, the people that don't like him are not going to change either. They're not going to wake up one day and go, you know what, today's the day I'm going to send him money. You know? Unbelievable. Yeah, Brent says he's on the mailing list too. He says he goes to the polls that they send out. So you actually answer the polls? If I see those polls, I'm like, there's no way they're paying attention to the negative ones. You know what I mean? Because they do say, who do you think will win the next election?
Not your candidate.
Well, the Trump campaign, but who do you think is going to win that poll? You're sending it to Trump supporters. Of course you know who's going to win. It's not going to, it's not going to be, and even if the other guy does win, they're not going to make it public. The Trump campaign's presidential poll shows Joe Biden with a 54 to 46% lead. No, they're not going to do that.
They actually did that on whatever that new news network, OAN, and they immediately took it down afterwards. There's a news report on it.
That OAN is boy, that's something else. If you ever got a chance to watch it, that is something else. And that's what I think, by the way. My prediction for Donald Trump, that's exactly what it is. I think he's going to buy a media network. Or he's going to have someone buy it and he's going to lease his name to it. Don't you think so?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If he loses the Trump whatever.
He'll buy OAN and then just change it to Trump.
Yeah.
TNN.
Yeah, and somehow it'll brand it. It'll be brilliant.
Yep.
And it'll be like because you hear him now, he insults Fox News. And we know every day the guy insults CNN and MSNBC and all the other news networks. So that's what he's been doing. More than being president, he has been branding himself as the alternate news media. And then he's just going to set up his own, trust me. He'll either buy the Newsmax. Is that the other one they have? Either Newsmax or OAN or something. He'll basically buy them and make it the Trump News Network. Yeah, Wayne says TNN. Yeah, I'm telling you, I would not surprise me. That's what if you look at what he set up to do perfectly, that's it. The guy's set up to put studios in Trump Tower in New York, although he claims he lives in Miami. He's set to put studios up in Trump Tower and create his own media empire. And good for him if he does it,
I don't even think he'll go with the acronym TNN. I think he'll just call it Trump because he's that much of a narcissist.
Well,
or Trump News.
Yeah, no matter what, it's going to work. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If he loses and his whole thing is just going to be to bitch about Biden or to bitch about – if the Democrats get in charge, it'll be the best thing that ever happened to him.
Yep.
Because his news network will take off. It'll be huge.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that Fox News had more power during the Obama administration because every day all they did was bitch about Obama. I'm telling you, I told you my mother-in-law is a huge Trumper. I mean, she's an influencer. I can't wait till she's on TikTok dancing. Trump, Trump, Trump. Did you see the family that was singing? Did you see the family singing the Trump song?
I haven't listened. I just saw them singing, and I didn't bother listening because I don't think I wanted my head to explode.
They're in line. By the way, that family is in line in Omaha or in Tulsa. And in Tulsa, Oklahoma, they're in line going to his rally. And they were doing Trump songs. By the way, you know what's going to happen? A bunch of people are going to get COVID from that.
Oh, yeah.
From that giant rally. And I hate to laugh, but I mean, this COVID is no joke. Did you see the numbers for Florida yesterday?
Yeah,
No.
they jumped like skyrocketing numbers.
Yeah, they had like 4,000 in one day. They got 4,000 new infections. Oh, my God.
Some states are running out of ICU beds.
Yeah. And Arizona and Texas and Florida it's skyrocketing. I'm telling you, this is what's pissing me off. We did the right thing in Illinois. We lowered the amount of COVID in this state. These other states, they're going to get it, and we're going to have to close down again.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll piss me off. It'll piss me off. If we have to close down again, I don't think I can handle it. I'm telling you, it'll drive you crazy. And by the way, Paul's in the chat room saying that Dr. Fauci, the guy that's in charge, says he hasn't spoken to the president in over 2 weeks. Oh, my God. Too upsetting. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But COVID is still around. We still have COVID concerns, Nikki. You don't want to take a vacation to Florida?
No.
All right. Sounds like a good time.
Oh, definitely.
And the scary thing is people I see on Facebook that are like, I'm going to Florida next week for vacation.
Oh, I know. I've got several of them there right now.
God, they're all going to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Probably coming back. They're probably going to come back here COVID infested.
Yep.
Right when it's time for us to move on. Yeah, Brett says my ex-wife took my kid to Florida this week. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All these people are going on vacation to Florida. They have the biggest spikes daily. Because now there's so many people with it. So if you only have 2 people with it, and say they spread it to 2 more people, that's only an increase of 2 people. Well, then day after it's 4 people. And then it's 8 people and 16 people. And if you do the math, it starts growing by so many leaps and bounds. Look at how long it took for this country for there to be 1 million cases. By the way, we got 2 million cases like that.
Well, yeah, all the other million had to do is just give it to one person.
Literally, they're all sick. So there's that many contagious people running around. That's what's happening in Florida. They're seeing these levels of Florida reported 4,000 new cases of COVID yesterday. That's insane.
And it's weird because in the beginning, it was like, oh, our first case of COVID. Oh.
Yeah.
Then the first time it got in the Midwest. How did it get here? Where were they at?
Well, Illinois had it bad.
Yeah.
Illinois had it bad. And that's why we had to close everything down. But even when we were reporting our most, we weren't anywhere near what they're doing in Florida right now. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And these people in Florida are just no big deal. Got over 120,000 people have died of this COVID. And we are acting like we don't give a shit.
Because people are self-entitled, don't you know?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a ton of people that are dying.
Yeah, they don't care. Until it directly affects them, they don't care.
And by the way, even the people that are most susceptible don't care. Like my mother. Oh, my God. I talked to my mother. She goes, oh, I've got this cough that I just can't kick. I'm like, what? You've got what? I've got this cough. I can't stop coughing. I go, oh, what the hell have you been doing? Oh, well, I wear my mask everywhere. I'm like, really? There's times she comes over to my house. She walks in. I go, where's your mask? She goes, oh, I left it in the car. And so she's so into church. I said, you're not hugging everyone at that church, are you? People, I love to hug, honey. I love hugging people. I don't want to live in a world where I can't hug people. Hello. These are the arguments I have with her, Nikki. She wants to hug. She wants to hug everyone.
That.
Oh my God. So I go, did you go to church and hug people last weekend? I hug people at church. That's what I do. I go, were you wearing a mask? I always wear a mask. I go, the last 4 times you've come to my house, you walk in and you go, oh shit, where's my mask? It's in the car. I go, you can't remember to bring your mask into your granddaughter's house who has no immune system. But yet I'm supposed to believe.
With your little cough.
Yeah. But I'm yet to believe when you go hang out with strangers that you always remember that mask. So I banned her from our house.
Aww.
I said, you're banned. Until you get a COVID test in quarantine, you're banned.
Yeah.
I don't want my mother to get COVID, though. She's in her 70s.
Yeah.
These are the people that are dying. And I'm like, Mom, I don't want you to die. I don't want to live if I can't hug strangers.
Oh, good Lord.
And I'm like, you're coughing? And I go, quarantine, except for getting a COVID test, I don't want you going anywhere. Well,
when did the coughing start?
Right after she went to church and was hugging people.
No.
A bunch of dirty old people.
Yeah.
God knows how she got it. Jeff wants to know if my mother's a Trumper. No, my mother's very Democrat. But I'm telling you, your politics don't have a lot. She's not one of these Trumpers who refuse to wear a mask or anything. She's just forgetful. But she's persistent in her. I don't want to live. I don't want to live in a land where I can't hug strangers.
Oh, Lord.
I'm like, who picks that hill to die on? Of all the statements you could stand up, this is what I'm gonna pick. Who picks that? Hugging strangers. Hugging strangers is her. That's the hill that she has picked. To hug strangers.
Poor Millie.
By the way, we could not be any more different. If I didn't,
why you guys differ so much.
If I didn't look so much like her, because my mother's where I got my good looks. She's a good-looking lady. You know what I mean, for being in her 70s.
Yeah.
If I didn't look so much like her, I would think that somehow I was, you know, I was someone else's baby. They confused it at the hospital.
Nope, you are her child.
Yeah. I'm telling you. She loves hugging strangers. I can't stand when people touch me.
Mm-hmm.
She loves all that stuff.
Yeah.
She talks to everyone. I'm fine with talking to people from in front of a microphone, you know, and there's a bunch of people listening. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be in person talking to a bunch of people. My mother loves it. She loves it. By the way, phone number is 815-414-2125. If anyone wants to call, I should probably put that out there. I don't give the number anywhere near enough. But then again, I never know if our phone's working.
And sometimes you don't know how to work it.
Listen, you weren't here. You weren't here earlier. We did have some technical problems on the show.
Oh no!
But it wasn't me.
It was me.
It wasn't Nick.
I connected my audio a different way today, and
Mm-hmm.
instead of using my phone like yesterday, like not yesterday, but Wednesday.
It was
Yeah.
It was Jason. Couldn't connect things properly. Don't worry, Nikki. You weren't here, so I abused him to your level.
Yes, he proceeded to tell me how it was the big leagues, and then he ate on camera and on air for 10 minutes afterwards.
I called him Bush League.
And
Bush
then
League,
spends
minor
about
league.
10 to 15 minutes trying to get the phones to work.
Oh no!
Yeah, so we did have technical problems today. Of course.
Well, I tried to sleep in, and it didn't happen.
We see, so you're here. You're not dying, are you?
I feel like it.
Yeah, but you're here and you're doing fine.
Yeah, and yawning.
Good old Nikki.
Tired.
So my mother's probably got COVID, everybody.
I'm sure she doesn't. If she's just got a little cough, she'll be fine.
Well, the whole
The pollen count is very high right
But the
now.
whole point is she's got to be more careful.
Yes, she does.
You can't be, you can't be walking
Yeah,
around
wash
with no
those
mask on, hugging strangers, going to church. Oh, I'm just so happy that we can now go to church. And I'm like, were they not doing services online? Yes, they were. But I just like to go to church and just hug everyone. And I'm just like, what is wrong with you? I tell him, I go, you're so impatient. You couldn't wait a month? Couldn't you wait? What is so earth-ending that you can't go a few weeks without hugging people, strangers,
Right.
a bunch of dirty old people, probably all COVID infested.
Get off the COVID.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now, on her way to Decatur, I believe, it's
Yes.
Doran. How are you, Doran?
Morning. Oh, I'm good. I'm really good.
Are you heading to go get your Botox?
Yes, I'm en route to get my injections. I'm so excited.
Now, did you take pictures before?
I will. I'll take a before and after picture, and if she'll let me, I would like to do like a little short video of it.
Hey, how long does it take before Botox kicks in?
About 48 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before it fully sets in. Yeah, it takes a little bit.
So it takes that long. Hmm.
Did you hear that, Ray? She said she was going to take video of her getting shot in the face. For you.
You're so wrong. You're so wrong.
Did you see? I saw the video that Jamie put up on Facebook today.
Oh, the picture of
Yeah.
one of our famous nights out?
Yes, there's a picture where your bra is exposed.
Yeah, he used to love to do that to me. Just walk up and like randomly like pull my shirt down. I have no idea.
That bra in that photo, that bra looks like it's working overtime.
Yeah, I miss that bra. That one wore out. It was so pretty. The pretty ones don't last long.
Is that true? The pretty ones don't last as long.
No, they don't.
I had no idea.
No. The
Yeah.
ones that last a while have like, bungee cords and burlap and shit. But the real pretty ones, they don't last more than 6 months or more.
Well, they're the more expensive ones, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like the one I'm wearing right now is about $62.
For a bra? Bras cost that much?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I had no. I mean, I know I bought them for my wife, but I'd never checked the price
Around $50 or more.
for a bra.
Yeah.
Wow, I had no idea.
Uh-huh.
I got to be honest, I was thinking $20 tops. Wow.
So that's a Walmart bra with no support, and that's
And itchy.
Mm.
So it's itchy material.
What does it cost for, like, those lacy numbers, like really sexy ones?
$50.
How much?
Above $50.
Wow.
Yeah. The one I have on now is it's a good one. I got custom fitted for this one, and so it's that's why it was a little.
What was custom?
It's got lace on it. It's pretty.
What does custom fitted mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Well, they measure you. They come in the. It's kind of crazy. So you go in the dressing room,
Yeah.
and then come in there with you, and you take your top off. You turn around, face the corner, and you put your arms above your head. And
Now, is the person measuring you? Are they clothed as well?
they're clothed.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's got a lot sexy. A lot
I will
less
never
sexier.
forget. I have a girlfriend who's also very busty, and I said, "You have to go get custom fitted. It's the only way to go." So she didn't realize that the girl was actually going to go in the room with her. I'm like, "Well, how do you think they're going to measure you if you're not in the same room?" The look on her face was priceless, and I go, "What's the matter?" She goes, "I feel like I just had my first lesbian experience."
Well, do they actually, like, do they measure the boob itself? Like, how do they measure it?
They measure your rib cage.
All right.
Which is, yeah. So sometimes, like, if your ribs are very large, and I think this is where my friend was very uncomfortable, is that she had to turn face the corner, put her hands on top of her head, and bend over. So her breast would fall forward, and the girl could actually get the tape measure under her breast to measure her rib cage.
Oh, wow.
So if you can picture all of that, you can see why she was uncomfortable. So they measure your rib cage, and then they actually measure like around, like through the fullest part of your breast. Then they will also measure.
So they measure like a whole boob circumference.
Good. Well, yeah, to figure cup size. And then they also will measure from like your trap muscles down to like the center of your chest, the center of your décolleté between your breasts. Yeah. So there's a science to it.
And then they have bras that will match your.
Yes.
I'll be damned. I had no idea. Now, what do those bras cost?
Well, that's the one that I'm wearing now. The $60.
Unbelievable. $60 for a bra.
Mm-hmm.
Have to wash them on gentle. Never put them in the dryer. Don't use fabric softener on them. Yeah, the whole set of rules if you want them to last.
I would have measured you for free. I wouldn't have written down the numbers. Oh, aren't you writing this down? Oh, well, I'm supposed to.
Well, wouldn't your hands be full there, Ray?
Yeah, Adam's in the chat room.
How are you going to write it down?
Adam's in the chat room saying Jimmy would have loved that job. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, let me measure your playground. What would it
Did Jamie post any more other than our posing with my boob out with Amy Winehouse?
No, that's the only picture I saw was that one. He might have put more, but that's the only. It was right before we went on the air.
He was also notorious for taking like coming in the bathroom, like barging in the bathroom, and while you're like taking a pee, like putting his phone up and taking a selfie with you sitting on the toilet.
Oh my
God! There's one out there. I'll have to find it.
Listener Jamie barges in the bathroom.
Yeah.
When women are in the toilet, and he takes selfies with them while they're urinating.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is back in the day, Ray. We've grown up since then.
Next time he's on the show, I'm gonna ask him directly about that.
Oh yeah.
That's hysterical.
Then he posts him on Facebook to embarrass me, just like he did with the one this morning.
That's pretty funny.
My God. Yeah, it's hilarious.
I'll be damned. What would it cost you? 60 some odd bucks just to get this custom one. What would it cost to get, like lacy, sexy, like really sexy lingerie? What would that, I mean, how expensive is that stuff? Once again, I think I paid for it, but I don't even know the cost.
I used to be a big fan of Fredericks of Hollywood.
Right.
And I don't even know if they're still around, but I mean, I had a negligee that looked like a tuxedo. It was like a one piece, and it had like a little bow tie, and then it was a thong up the back with garter belts. You had to actually get the stockings that you clipped your garter belts onto with it. And I think that ran me about 120, and that was in the 90s.
Wow.
So I can't.
That sounds about right.
Are you saying it's been that long since you've worn really sexy lingerie?
Yeah.
Well, being someone's mother has knocked it all out of you.
I just checked online. Fredericks is still around.
Of course, Jason knows. Jason says Fredericks is still around.
Yep.
Pervert. He went and he saved the page. I'll save that for later. Click. Oh, yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, I think it probably was early 2000s.
I remember when my wife would wear sexy lingerie, thigh highs, thong. And she still wears a thong, thank God. But she would wear sexy thigh highs, a bra, lacy bra, whatever, just really hot. Now it's like, now it's a t-shirt. And it takes a lot to get that shirt off, I'll tell you. It's something about it, and this has been since it's when you have the kid. That's what it is.
Right. You're all about comfort.
And when the kid gets older, they say that stuff. Well, they say when the kid leaves the house, that stuff starts to come back. But I don't know. We'll see. So that that's really expensive. It sounds like. I'll have to ask Jason after he peruses the catalog or the website.
I was only on there long enough to see if it was still around.
I'm just checking for research, Ray.
Something that's become really popular recently is these boudoir shoes. Where
I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple of girlfriends that are photographers, and they do these boudoir shoots, and it's just to help women with body image and make them feel sexy and feel good about themselves, and they'll bring in a makeup artist and a hairstylist, and some of the work is absolutely stunning. And don't get me wrong, these women, I mean, they're housewives, they're mothers, they're not, size 4 runway models. I mean, these are women. They're got their curves, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's cheating for me to just go watch someone in sexy lingerie, right? Like it wouldn't be considered cheating if I just showed up and just watched. If I didn't do anything, if I just showed up and just watched, I don't think that's that bad.
As long as everyone involved is comfortable, but that's like super creepy. I'm gonna be honest.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
You think that's creepy? Like if I just maybe they need
Just
my
sitting
help.
in on the photo shoot.
maybe they need my help. I've got a good eye.
Creepy.
You know who wished? You know who I if he would have known this would have happened. Hey, would love to be a boudoir photographer. I bet he's probably looking down from heaven now, going, "Shit! If only I could have stayed alive a little bit longer."
I was watching a thing a while back on Leonard Nimoy, and he used to do photography like that as a hobby.
You're saying Mr. Spock was a pervert?
I'm just saying that he admired the female body, and especially women with curves, and he did amateur photography of them and put out like 1 or 2 books of photos of them.
You're saying that Leonard Nimoy was a pervert, is what it sounds like to me.
I didn't use those words.
I'll be damned.
That's interesting. He said he had put out a couple of books, actually.
That's what I had heard. Yeah.
Leonard Nimoy. I'll be damned.
Who'd have thunk it?
Boldly go where no man has gone before.
He went to places that Kirk wouldn't go.
Yeah, I'll be damned. Leonard Nimoy, the boudoir photographer. Would you do? Well, Dawn, would you do a boudoir shoot?
Oh, sure.
So you would still do one?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I knew it when you were younger. You probably would have, but I'm saying that now you still would.
Oh hell, when I was younger, I didn't need a reason to take my clothes off. Shit.
Nikki, would you do a boudoir photography shoot?
Oh yeah.
So both of you guys, doesn't even seem to be any thinking about it.
No.
I've done some of my own.
I got to be honest. I would never. If anyone ever went to me and said, "Ray, we want to put you in some sexy underwear, and you're going to take a boudoir shot," I'd be like, "Are you out of your goddamn mind?" No.
Say, didn't you do a billboard like that once?
I do believe you did.
Yeah, I think Dorn, were you there for that photo shoot? So I brought somebody with me.
You and I did that photo shoot together.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. You and your thigh-high fishnet, and in the Harley.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that together. That was a really fun afternoon.
Yeah, you're right. God. That's right. That's the same day we did all the shots of you in the bikinis. And then I did that. And then they used that shot of me. That's on the cover of the best of on one of my best of discs. I think it's number 7.
No, I still have all those. I'll have to look and see.
Yeah. Yeah, I need some of those. I want to use those photos like Jason's going to use that Frederick's website. Yeah, that website. I'll use them for the same research.
I've got my wife for that research.
wrist strengthening research. That's what I'm going to use it for. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember how foolish I looked taking that photo. Oh my God, damn.
Oh, it was all in good fun. Way. Oh my God, come on. It was great.
It's one thing about fun, but you're saying these women get these photos taken and they're doing it. It's not just for fun. They're doing it because they'll look sexy.
And yes, and so a lot of times they do it just for, personal reasons, and then other times they'll do it as like a gift for their husband or their boyfriend or their girlfriend, whatever.
My wife has never done that. I would gladly take that. I would love to see that. Like if my wife ever took sexy photos for me, oh, I'd be all about it. She never did that. Never did. In fact, has never let me take any pictures of her.
Oh, let me talk to her.
Yeah.
Maybe I could talk her into it.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll talk her into. Hey, you should let Ray take some photos of you. I'm sure that's gonna go over really well. Unbelievable. Yeah, but I heard when you and Nikki both described it, you guys were really energetic and there didn't seem to be a lot of thought in you both going, yeah. I was kind of shocked by that. I thought you guys would both be like hesitant to take any of that stuff. Boudoir.
I had some sexy pictures taken a while back, but I was not in lingerie. It was more like an oversized men's shirt and a string of pearls and high heels and a fur rug and but I haven't done the lingerie one.
I'll be damned.
It was fun.
I never see any of these photos. No one ever sends me anything. Would it be wrong for women to send me, like, I guess it would be wrong if they just it's creepy for me to ask, but it would be very wrong. I imagine my wife would not appreciate people sending me photos of themselves in. It's probably
It's for research. It's for research purposes,
Yeah.
right? Is that what we're going with today?
Yes.
Strictly for research.
You're crazy. I mean, yeah, I'd imagine that it's probably very creepy. Oh well. I had a list of things I wanted to get to today, and we're out of time. It's 9:34. I literally just looked at the time. The week is over, you guys.
Oh wow.
Jason was on the beaches of the Caribbean. Now he's
Then I had to go back to the office.
back in the office. Yeah. Brent says he has some sexy pictures of me. Thank you, Brent. I'm glad you have sexy pictures of me.
Let's say I think Brent thinks any pictures of you are sexy.
I've never taken a picture. Honest to God, I've never taken a picture where I say, man, I look sexy in that photo. I've never taken a picture in my life where after I took the picture, I go, oh, I bet I look sexy. I don't know how that feels.
I'm sure that's not true.
No, I'm telling you, in my entire life, I've never taken a picture where I say, oh, I bet that looks sexy. It just.
Well, maybe we're just going to have to schedule you.
Oh, for God's sakes, no!
George on Seinfeld.
I look ridiculous now.
Yes, just like George.
But I'm saying never in my life have I taken a picture where I'm like, oh, I bet I look sexy in that. I don't know what that feels like. And I think it's too late. It's too late to find out now. But so my advice to people is, while you still can do it.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Because you never know when you wake up one day and you look like me. And it's past the point of ever doing it. You know what I mean? I see the middle of my hair is like standing straight up. I don't know what's going on with that. Anyway, it is Ray Lyle's Morning Disaster. We're brought to you by our friends at Recon Tex. 670-1132. Recon. I went by Recon Tex the other day. They're about 3 weeks out, is what I was told. Because there's so many people wanting to get their stuff done. And they're reserving spots right now at Recon Tex 670-1132. They're on the corner of 9th and Black. Let them take care of your car, get it looking good. In fact, do it yourself. Go on by and buy some product from Recon. They have plenty of product available. And if you just go there and ask, they'll tell you everything you need to know. It's Recon Techs. Proves in the performance. DTE Technologies, 408-0001. DTE Technologies can become your company's IT department. Let them work on your network. And Core Installation, Furniture and Supply. It's Core Installation. If you are listening to this chair if you're listening to this show from an uncomfortable chair, and you would like to get a chair to sit in that is comfortable, call Core Installation. Let Corey find you something that is what you need, a comfortable chair. Let her provide you with one. 741-1079. Chair, desk, any furniture. And of course, right now she's got masks, gloves, sanitizer. If you need any of that stuff, she can take care of you. 741-1079. I want to thank everybody for listening this week. Thank you, everybody. Bubba, we're going to get you a MAGA hat for Christmas. I'm going to go run by that store on Dirksen Parkway in Bissell, and I'm going to go find that hillbilly and buy a MAGA hat for Bubba.
That's if the stand's still up. You know how those things come and go.
Yeah, it was up 2 days ago. By the way, there was nobody there. Just the guy sitting there. There were no customers. Maybe I can get a deal. Doran, good luck with your Botox. Nikki, thank you so much for joining us today. I know you said you were going to sleep in, but I'm very glad that you. I'm very glad.
I'm ready to go back to bed.
I'm very glad that you stayed with us, that you were up with us today. You're going back to bed after the show? Come on.
Yeah, I'm tired.
No going back to bed. Come on. You have to be up for the day.
Oh, no.
I'm telling you, I can't wait to get up and I'm going to go work out. I'm going to work out later today. I got to work off this breakfast casserole. Because this, I ate a breakfast casserole earlier, so.
On air.
Yeah. And I don't eat before noon, so.
Or on air either.
Yeah, and I never eat on air, but it was my wife making an actual breakfast casserole. I had to actually get some. All right, you guys, let's do Party Town roll call, huh? Party Town roll call, Nikki.
Yeah.
You can say your name.
Nikki.
Jason. Ray. Everybody, where do we go on the weekend? We go to Party Town. It's another cover band playing it. By the way, we have to play a cover version so that Facebook doesn't so Facebook doesn't block us out. Except Jim. Hey, thank you so much for listening, everybody. It was another fun week. Jason, thank you so much. Jason was on cam twice this week.
Yeah, I think that's what.
Jason, Nick, Doran, Nikki, thank you so much, guys. That's going to wrap up another week of Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. Let's keep it going. Tell everybody about the show. The app is coming soon for Android users. You will be first up. I'll let you know when it becomes live in the Google Play Store. Which who knows when that's going to happen. They submitted whatever needs to be submitted, and we'll let you know when. The Apple iTunes app is going to take a little while longer. We need some donations to be honest, to afford that. But we'll eventually get there. Trust me. That's going to wrap up the show. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. It is Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. So long, people. We'll be back Monday with another edition of the Morning Disaster. So long.
You better wake up, sleepyhead, get your fat butt out of bed. There's a man who got up at 4 a.m. just to play you Zeppelin and Pearl Jam. Raymond Lytle is his name. Some have called him just a bit insane. But you may find him a little idiotic. But his is the only morning show you can say has really got it. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. With Central Illinois' morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Raymond Lytle's Morning Disaster. He's lewd, he's rude, he's crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master of rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's Morning Disaster. Sean Bull and Scott, news and sports,
Telling stories of sloppy
vagina in his undershorts. Michelle will dwell on things colored pink and purple. They'll explain why Jim made a remake of that movie called The Black Hole. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. The Central Illinois morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Raymond Lytle's Morning Disaster. He's lewd, he's rude, he's crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master of rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's Morning Disaster.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We're back on Monday with another new show. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you really soon. That's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for listening. We are back on Monday. If you're listening to the live stream, the replay is going to start literally in just a couple of seconds. If you're watching the show on Facebook, then that replay will start for you as soon as Facebook makes it available. All right? We'll talk to you guys later. So long, everybody.